Welcome back to another third ear rendition of a third ear.
Where the third ear is renditioned to be conditioned on the condition of a third ear.
And even your conditioning has been conditioned.
Because it's been conditioned and or otherwise preconditioned.
And speaking of conditioning, we're going to bring in the Tonesmith, the affiliates, the upstate,
the downstate,
and all the states in between. What's up, Tones?
Which has also been conditioned.
Yeah.
How'd you know I conditioned?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I did.
See there?
But, you know, you got such beautiful hair.
You
That's
deep,
what I'm talking
deep
about.
condition your hair like once a week or something?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Did you know
And,
that
and your beard?
they make conditioner in bars of soap and they hang them in stockings so you can just wash your hair with a open rag thing.
I do use Bard shampoo. It's better than the liquid.
Don't tell me you got one.
I know somebody who does.
Oh, shit.
And shampoo.
Hey, can you turn that heater off? Because it's starting to get hot as hell in here. Are you?
cold,
I got
yeah.
this energy going, and I'm about
Hey,
to
you
turn
know.
into fucking
All right.
Goku in a minute.
Too bad.
So I'm about to go Super Saiyan in this. Well, okay.
All right,
look,
should we bring in
before we
our-
get carried
our-
away?
yeah.
Yeah. Now, all y'all don't know who's on, but I'm about to tell you who's on. Maybe you saw the thumbnail and it gave it away already. Fuck,
Maybe.
if that's
Or the
case.
title.
Or the title, yeah.
Jeez, you know?
What is this, a professional outfit?
Yeah. I mean, it's
We
supposed
try
to be.
It's
professional.
the man from the West Coast.
It never works out, Tone.
It's the man from the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
It's the man who likes to put the verbal skills to the test. It's a man who likes to drink milk from a breast.
What?
I'm just trying
Can
to
you
rhyme.
just bring
Yeah.
him in,
Okay.
please?
Everybody, it's Viral Beats is in the house.
Viral Beats.
Jeez, hold
The
on.
man
a
who's
minute.
got his
face is
beats. Yeah, what?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's just get into it, man. This is getting crazy.
Jesus.
What's up, Viral? How you been doing, buddy?
I'm in my artist steez right now, so it's virus everything.
Oh, yeah.
Virus
okay. Now it's
everything.
just straight out virus music.
And then in a month it'll be just V.
Straight up virus.
Yeah,
that
just
virus
Mr.
shit
V.
is old. It's V.
Right? Yeah. Just Mr. V.
And then it won't even be V. It'll just be the symbol representing
right?
VV.
Yeah. And,
The tattoo
and,
remains forever.
Yeah.
oh, well,
There
there
you
you go. Pretty soon I expect Viral to be in the woods camping with the NPC.
Oh, jeez.
Having s'mores with
NPC
that bad boy.
With a fire at night and Sasquatch lurking on him.
With its own sleeping
Sunset
bag.
Falls is
Yeah,
looking
with his
good
own
right
sleeping
now.
bags. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, welcome in Viral Beats. It's been a long time. And what song do we have first, Darylyn?
We have one that Lamar sent over.
Which
is
it's a collab too.
Developed species.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is and so you guys know this is 11 years old, correct, Viral?
This is from 2009. It was released in March 2009 is when we did the record release party for it. There's a huge story behind it, but long and short of it, switching studios and had everybody there in the studio the first time at this place. And yeah, it was dope. It was a dope session. It was a lot of people there. It was the most people I had in a session for my own stuff, and just the way we developed and put everything together. And the beat was leased from Rocket Productions. My friend Adam came in and played the bass underneath it because it needed a bass line. And then, yeah, I got a singer to do the chorus on it. And then we had my friend Jay Chris. He was
Wait,
doing
VB, hold on, brother. Let's play the track and then you can elaborate on that, baby.
introducing it. Yeah, so
Yeah, baby. You jumping the gun, my boy.
Yeah, man. You jumping the gun for fun.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
here we go.
Eyes red, mouth dry, that's half the plot. Got weed, I got drink, I got cash and knots. I'm a little shook up from the aftershock. And Shotty P, I stay high like an astronaut. So pass the pot, I'm trying to smoke a whole zone. Half the block be smoking like a broke stove. So damn high, don't know if I'm going home. Rolling stone like my pops when I'm smoking on drone. Cold like a snowflake, spent all the dough made. Try and make sure I blow good like Coltrane. Used to blow weed on the couch watching Soul Train. Now I keep smoking my nose like it's cocaine. Repping my whole life, a thug not dead. I been had a dream of gunshots to the head. Did time in the state, was once locked in the feds. Now the weed keep your boy eyes bloodshot red.
My heart is beating real fast. like a ritual, often enough to be considered habitual. I'm breaking the law, so fucking call me a criminal. And if you wanna judge me, suck on my genitals. I need to relax. Just had a fight with the baby mom, time to hit the bong while I work on a song. Got the iPod bumping the beat, so I take a little nugget out and smoke it up until it's all gone. I'm high. How you doing? Nice to finally be reunited with the no flame every day. No ways taking away the pain, and everything is okay. The stress of the day just not getting to me. Nope. I take a little sip of Callio's tea. Up in the valley of the sun, we come across some of the best weed. You don't believe me? Then come on through and blaze one with your homie from the 602. Come on. My heart is beating real fast and my mouth is turning control. My eyes are love and sunshine. It's hard for me to tell exactly what's going on. My mouth is turning control. My eyes are love and sunshine. It's hard for me to tell exactly what's going on.
Got so blown, belly opened eyes, pulled to the rock just to get it to you. To my demise, flipping into V's, drinking and smoking trees with my girl on her knees. Screaming one more time, baby, please. My head fills up, I don't know what to do, so I roll up a blunt just to smoke with you. Calm them nerves with a little bit of blue. Of course we got the kind, you know it's true, but keep it on the low, no, just your crew. I might have to smack the fuck out of you if you don't keep this between me and you. That we're lying now, and I got mine. Don't even try to steal my shine. Smoking that chronic ain't a motherfucking crime. Never going back, cause I did my time.
My heart is beating real fast and my mouth is turning control. My eyes are love and sunshine. It's hard for me to tell exactly what's going on. My mouth is turning control. My eyes are love and sunshine. It's hard for me to tell exactly what's going on. My heart is beating real fast and my mouth is turning control. My eyes are love and sunshine. It's hard for me to tell exactly what's going on. My mouth is turning control. My eyes are love and sunshine. It's hard for me to tell exactly what's going on.
Damn.
Yeah, that's that vibe right there. That's that vibe. Hey, Viral, I don't know, I forgot who the three were, but did you ever think about just like forming a solid crew rather than going dolo?
Oh yeah. I've been talking about it for quite some time, putting a super group together, and I was talking this a lot coming on YouTube real quick, and around the time of NAMM 2022 when we did the jam, because a lot of talented musicians on here, we've done a lot of work over here, and yeah, I love it. And that female vocals, so great.
Yeah.
She killed that. I brought her on stage too on the record release party. It was so great to bring her on stage for that song and just do it. But yeah, that was a moment in time, and it really showed in that we did in that chorus. That's me doing the chorus, and we used what was a micro Korg, I think, on that.
Mm-hmm. So were you the sole leader on that project?
Yeah, I produced the whole thing.
Dope.
I didn't make the beat, but I produced the record. I produced what I was starting to say at the beginning of it, leading into the track, is that guy Jay Chris at the end. You could tell he's got the weakest verse out of it. So he was at first in his verse. We had him change it right there on the spot, and we threw him in the back of the track and put Shoddy P up in the front, and I put myself in the middle. And it's just one of those things, as an artist, you don't always have to be at the front. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You always don't have to be all up in the videos and all that other shit. So
right.
I had my producer hat on. I did a lot of the engineering to that, because that album is where I learned my engineering. Like, I did my internship at that studio, and as a client did a lot of the work through my album, and then started working at that studio and had an office back there afterwards. But that was the first session before any of that, before my internship, before staying there. Dope night, dope event.
Did you engineer the vocals on that? Were you behind the console for it? They sound really good. That surprises me that was like your first project like that.
Yeah, so the guy who was doing the engineering for it, and we were going back and forth with it, he was like teaching me on the spot there. Yeah. So like when it came to like the final everything and doing that, like I started getting the stuff out of my head onto the board during that time. And that's the reason why I went to school for audio production, because I wanted to get my ideas out without having to tell somebody, yo, I got this idea over here. I want it to sound like this. If you could turn this. Now I could be like, I could articulate that language by saying, take it a dB back, doing, you know, whatever. Or I could just do it myself, which is what I prefer to do. And yeah, that was really my first real moment was with this album, was with the Developed Species album. And just that was my time to just really just web out and start doing it. So that was really the start, and just the female vocals so strong on it. So it didn't matter that I had a lease beat. I didn't have time to make the beats for it because I was doing all the business building, going to school, performing, doing live sound on the weekends, all this stuff. So like I finished that album, I was doing the graphics to it and stuff like that while I was in class. You know what I mean? So like it's just
nice.
During that time, you know, it's just such a pivotal point. Yeah, and it was released in March 2009. We headlined the Marquee, pulled about 900 people or something like that. Did a combined effort with one of my clients, and yeah, it was fun times.
Yeah,
fun times.
Okay, so what I noticed about that track is how you mixed it. That song seems timeless. Like if push come to shove and you said that was created last month, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
Like, did you get down to the mixing of it too as well, and just basically even that whole track out?
Yeah, and most of the work that I did on it was with the female vocal. That's what I really was digging into in that song. You know, I give most of the credit to Ben because he did what he did during that time, but like I really was in my bag during that moment. The only thing that dates that track is really saying I'm breaking the law because like now it's legal everywhere. So like it's weird to say that now, and even in Arizona, like it's legal down there. So it's like, but you know, other than that, yeah, I mean it's timeless, and I love how that song came together. And how we all did it, and it's just like I said, it's just a testament on not being all up in the videos and all over the track. You know, you could put somebody else first. If you need to add a bass line, get a bassist in there and add a bass line. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. I took these leased beats and I put heavy guitar over them and did all this other stuff. It really, you know, I had unlimited studio time. So like having that for the first time ever in life was really the time.
As much as you can. Yeah, take advantage of that.
Yeah. I got probably about $4,000 to $6,000 worth of studio time, and all I had to do for it was trade in a computer that I just built that was my friend built. About $800 is what I spent to build it, you know, but it was a high-powered machine and they needed one. So I was like, in exchange for that, got time in the studio
Nothing like
to
the
get these
bartering
guitar licks.
system.
I know.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right,
and after my internship, they gave me an office and a Mac, and they're like, "Here, go run your beats out of here."
Sweet.
Damn, that's how you do it.
All right, we're going to move on to Tone's pick.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, dope.
So here we go.
Is people talking. That's what the algorithm wants, so we all feed it often. But there's discrepancies involved. People don't walk the walk, so others get the balk and think that everything is nonsense just because they never found the way in life. Try to navigate through lies and blame the failures on the other guys, which is why they decide to behave this way. It's insecurities, the emptiness inside of the brain. There ain't no critical thinking, living the life of a criminal. Take advantage of people, the evil's building inside of you. Really, dude, what the fuck? We used to be cool, but it was all a facade. You only wanted a piece from me too.
You think you know me, but only take what you see. Twist it, turn it into the bridge you're burning down. Now no longer friends, so it's fuck you instead. Eat shit, you bitch. There's nothing else to say to make me feel any different about it.
Cats from back in the day when they first started the channels. My second album was released. I opened a shop and then ran with it, managing a label, going on tour. In the industry for real, with a solid live performance at the stage, selling tickets every day, getting paid, doing music in moving units, making beats at the studio while I'm going to school. Was also making an album, doing live sound at the club, taking the bus to get around. Finally found my sound after all these years, fine to my ears, and after making it sound clear, I can take it up another level when I'm rapping that because I'm happy. Then I'm finally in the place I'm getting teaching to the women. Always try to test you, ain't time to get a peek. Don't pretend to be perfect because you never get a lead. In my head, nobody lives rent free. I don't get two shits what you think of this community.
You think you know me, but only take what you see. Twist it, turn it into the bridge you're burning down. Now no longer friends, so it's fuck you instead. Eat shit, you bitch. There's nothing else to say to make me feel any different about it. You think you know me, but only take what you see. Twist it, turn it into the bridge you're burning down. Now no longer friends, so it's fuck you instead. Eat shit, you bitch. There's nothing else to say to make me feel any different about it.
Damn. I mean, damn.
It's that old school vibe.
I like that you just told that story about the beginning, and then basically you play
And
that
then the
song that
history's
tells
right
that story.
there.
Yeah,
Right.
That's awesome. I didn't even think of that. I'm assuming mostly MPC on this for the beat.
What was that? That was actually I did that EA Ski drums and I think UVI, like in
That's good.
Reaper. Yeah, like
Really?
yeah. I don't think I used hardware on that at all.
right.
Wow.
There were a lot of what made me think of it was the performance effects, the spots in the song where you just, filter sweeps and all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll be doing that shit. I'll be doing that. yeah. So I did that. I used Arturia fragments, and this is when these first came out too. By the way, so like it was my first experimenting. So I did the session in it wasn't Reaper, it was Logic Pro.
Okay.
So or now Logic. So. Yeah, and toying with those for the first time, I was like, "These effects are dope."
Yeah, fragments is so much fun.
Yeah, I used them on eyelids. Like, it's like
That's the one we probably should have played. Was that?
If we get
That
time,
shit is
if
a
we get time, bonus
classic.
track.
Yeah.
one of the forever songs.
Forever would be amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Viral, what when you create a track like what we just heard, what do you want to hear from your audience? What kind of feedback are you looking at when you produce a track like this?
It's always weird being contentious with music and saying things like "eat shit, you bitch" in song form. You know what I mean? It's always rough on the audience to hear that crass language from such art. So right away I'm already at a disadvantage with the audience. But there's a solid reason behind that, and I exposed who I was talking about during the live stream the other day for the first time ever. But more than that, it was more of a general speak to people who had a discontent that were detached from the industry and from the community over here, that were largely public about their discontent and very contentious with other creators on here, acting like people on YouTube or people in this public sphere don't do music or don't take it serious or don't do music seriously. And it just I was just enough with it, you know what I mean? Because my entry into the YouTube space was largely welcoming, and it has been one monumental step after another. And it's like when I come into the space and I hear somebody talk like that, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're talking about guys like me. And then I'm like, check out my history. I'm not the only one here with a history like this.
Right.
I'm not the only one here with tattoos on my arm, with my artistry, with the label behind me or whatever. You know what I mean? There's some real artists on here. Not saying people don't do it for fun or jamming or whatever. That's just as, or if not more, valuable, you know what I mean? And just these experiences. I mean, we met Hardware Jams. You know, if it weren't for Inky passing away, none of this conversation would even be happening. Maybe we would have found each other along down the road or whatever.
Yeah,
but
right.
At the time and the connection and everything that was since then and up
The
until
odds
now,
are
it's
against us. Yeah.
Yeah, and for somebody to talk down on that is shitting on all that experience, all us driving all the way down there, meeting in person, me wearing this shirt that y'all sent me. You know what I mean? It's become one of my favorite shirts. I've been taking this out of the closet. It's like, oh shit, I'm wearing this shirt on the same day that we're doing this interview. It just happened to happen that way.
Had mine on yesterday, bruh.
Word. Yeah.
Before we move on to Lamar, I just wanted to make sure, Tone, did you get all your questions that you had?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good pick too, by the way. It took me by surprise.
Yeah, that was a nice one. I remember that one.
Yeah.
I like jumping from the beginning to the end. If we can get like a broad stroke idea of what you do,
right,
it works for the show.
Pretty much that song sums up my career up until YouTube.
Right.
It's like, you guys know the history since then, so there it is. Time to go home. See ya.
Bounce, just like that.
No, story ain't over. Story ain't over, my friend.
Well,
we're just getting started here.
To piggyback what Tone was saying, so what draws the inspiration? Why do you find yourself so consistent? Like, because it's always, to me, I always get the hieroglyphics Oakland feel from it. What draws your inspiration?
It is the community. And you know what? It's funny you say that because it is Oakland, literally. You know, EA Ski's in Oakland, from Oakland. You know what I mean? Those drums are EA Ski drums. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I mean, really, when it comes down to it, it's just understanding the community, my history, people, and music, and how things go in this music ecosystem here. You know, nobody's going to come through and just dog that. You know, because you're dogging that, you're dogging my homies, you're dogging me, my history, and everything that comes with it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I say to those people, fuck you, eat shit, you bitch. Especially when I know somebody specific and their history and all that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, this is hip hop, right? So I can say that. Eat shit, you bitch.
Tell us how
and
you
I'm
really
say
feel.
Elegantly, and I'm gonna sing that. Eat shit, bitch. I got a little Tussin singing that around the house.
I mean, you ain't doing nothing gangster rap hasn't done over the years, or Too Short, or
Too Live Crew.
Yeah, I could be a lot more contentious than what I am here in this hip hop shit here. So you're lucky I'm not saying more.
Say that again, Tone.
I said hip hop's wonderful that way because you need to be that direct.
Right.
It's not like a regular whatever song where you can speak in riddles. Like hip hop commands like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, I'm saying this to you type thing.
And it's almost like certain genres of hip hop, you almost expect it. And if it's not in there, you're like, well, what the hell is this shit?
Like, why are you not expressing your true self? Yeah. You can almost call bullshit on fake artists.
Yeah. Fucking brings the shit out of you and you're just like, oh, fucking hip hop.
Well, I want to say,
damn it.
I want to say hip hop started the whole parental advisement on putting on tapes.
I'm sure.
Right? Like the explicit of it was just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, unless you had comedians like Richard Pryor or Red Fox when they did albums. Remember when they did albums?
Yeah, but it didn't exist then. It's from the 90s. Who's the senator in California? There's that video from forever ago with everyone stomping on the gangster rap CD. I can't think of her name.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of her name.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
But I think Lamar is right. I think I watched a documentary where that came up, and it's because of the underground hip hop. The whole controversy between each side that had to be on the.
I'm looking it up
the
now.
CDs.
Salute to D. Snyder, by the way, Twisted
D.
Sister.
Snyder.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He went on and spoke against it in Congress.
Yeah, right around that 2 Live Crew shit. Yep.
Yeah. That's when it was getting raunchy.
Yeah,
so
Tipper
I wouldn't
Gore.
really classify underground hip hop was the catalyst. I think the mainstream gangster rap,
Yeah.
NWA,
That was the problem. Is it
That's what did it.
Ice-T,
Yeah, that's what did it.
yeah.
Around the riots and
Cop
shit.
Killer
around that
and-
time. Cop
yeah.
Killers really got people going. You know.
Yeah.
Right. And Suicidal Tendencies were not all hip hop, but they even got slapped with caution to the ear,
Right,
you
there
know.
was a lot.
So
Yeah.
That's what tripped me
It
out about
was-
that LL Cool J record being bleeped. I was like, what the hell? It wasn't bleeped because that came before parental advisory.
Right.
So like you
Right,
would get
right.
a sticker on a tape and it said, you know, right away, the first one, I met a motherfucker who could do that yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bleep any
Yeah.
of it out. So,
So-
when I heard that bleep, I was like, a bleep? Like I
Yeah.
never heard a bleep on this. And
What'd you find there, Tone?
Tipper Gore started the process in the
Yeah.
mid 80s, but the actual logo didn't come until 1990. 2 Live Crew banned in the USA.
you know,
Yeah.
I can't find who's the
The
senator
catalyst to it.
yeah, like
Oh, the
in
sen-
the video with the stomping on the CDs, because that's seared in my memory from my
Yeah.
childhood.
I
I
remember
thought it
that.
was a reverend or something like that. They were using the steamroller and shit like that with the
Yeah.
with all the gangster rap albums
I'm
and
not finding
everything.
it.
Yeah, that's seared into my memory too. I'll remember that
Yeah.
forever.
All right. Let's do your pick now.
okay.
Trust pick. So
we go.
I know I sent you two. I don't know which one you selected.
I guess you'll find out.
Okay, let's go.
I hope I got notes on the right song.
Right? Alrighty, here we go.
Used to sit on my dad's lap, listening to records all day. Flashback to an age of amazement as early as 8. I knew I'd rock for space, then I discovered later on music is in my DNA. From way back before my granddad played guitar in a band. Piano prodigies and engineers in my family. Music masters and pastors from Seventh-day Baptist. Capturing the latest jam from the masses. Knew I'd rap when I picked up a Cool J tape. Every day that I would play it, it would blow me away. The road page showing me the way to go insane and make an everlasting impression up on the rap game. Stacking up a bit of change at the same time. Holding on my skills, spin my guts on the train ride. Take a flight in the day and wake at night. Playing the music that I like, using to really use myself on the mic. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. Music is universal. The reverse of seclusion. They're taking everything that you're doing and then creating an illusion. Use it to fuel the magic with every tool in hand. It's a cool thing to manage while doing serious damage. Putting the fans in the panic and planting seeds. Watch it grow from the bottom of the top with these. Overseeing everything that all begin with a dream. Building a team who eventually become your employees. Throwing back to the late 90s. Underground rave scene. Giving dap to the main DJ MCs. Better work on your craft to get attacked by another trying to step in your path. And with a little bit of time and effort, never letting anyone in to get it to a level where you represent the best of everything that's in there. This is what music can do. It doesn't matter who you are, long as you get in the groove. Come on. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do. This is what music can do now. What music can do now. What music can do. This is what music can do.
Okay. Look,
Uh-huh.
that right there is probably, I'm not even saying probably, is my favorite Virus fucking track. The rap, the beat is epic.
That breakdown.
The break is, I mean, so
electronic.
I get very, very.
I want you to say it so bad.
I get very sensitive when I listen to hip hop music because I don't like nigga music. At all.
Yeah.
I don't like gangster rap. I don't like it. I don't like nigga music, rims and women and calling women bitches all the time and
big booty, big dicks, hoe.
Jewelry,
hoes, whatever.
How much clout you got. But when I first heard this track, my favorite artist,
Charlie motherfucking Tuna. I had to say it.
That's what I'm saying.
I was waiting for him to say it.
Right when I heard that beat,
guys are doing the twin thing
there.
again.
right when I heard that beat, I was like,
Take it too long, man.
Charlie Tuna. Charlie Tuna, yeah,
I
right?
miss you guys.
And that right there, just from the beginning, spells real hip hop.
Yes, sir.
You know? So what was the thought process behind that? What did you just sit and go, okay, I'm going to take this genre very, very close to these Oakland dudes and show them like, Virus got this shit handled.
The dope thing about even the rave community, especially in the late 90s, is it was so inclusive and there was so much hip hop involved. I was hanging next to the Far Side while they were performing in a crowd of 100,000 people, and Black Eyed Peas before Fergie days, De La Soul, I've seen a lot of dope hip hop. And Rozelle used to get down in raves. That's where he got his beatbox bag, and really that's what convinced him to do that album and put that out there. And so just being cut from that cloth and wanting a song to represent that frame of thinking, sound, and really I thought about it and I was like thinking about like the skating rink type beat, like old school type shit. And I was like, well, let me just do something like that. And that's how it came out. But then something else came out inside of me, and it's that late 90s era, because I used to rap at those raves, you know what I mean, in the hip hop rooms, when they would have the small rooms and shit like that, drum and bass, jungle and everything. So it really got me into my electronic music bag during that era, and really I fine-tuned my emceeing, and it was before fine-tuning my production, which took a whole couple of decades to conclude with the YouTube stuff we've been doing here. But other than that, it was just something I wanted to showcase, something from that era, and it was one of the last songs, the second or third to last song that I did on that album. And I actually recorded those vocals at my mom's house after being homeless on the street, and she was selling her house, and so the whole house was empty, and it was just me and my computer. I had my old iMac. It was like a 2007, and just a little microphone set up and everything.
That's
and I was
wild.
just in that empty room that used to be what she called her hippie room or whatever, and I used to have a setup in there way back when, and I just recorded those vocals. I actually finished writing in that room, and then I just hit the recording right away, and I still had all my herniated discs, so like it hurt, but like I recorded all those painstakingly with my herniated disc, but like in that empty room. I think it was on a like an SM7B or something like that I used, but like it's crazy because the dated technology I was using and pumping out that, and that's the sonically unsound one too. I just did the remaster on that whole shit. It sounds way better than that now. Sonically, and it's just something that I wanted to do to represent not only the culture that I have been involved with my whole life, but like just kind of representing the history is where the lyrics come from anyway. And those vocals, I didn't use effects on those vocals. That's me layering my vocals and doing a different cadence. So I'm speaking, singing different volumes and stuff like that. What music can do,
I was going.
Yeah, all together sandwiched in there, it's like 13 vocals just all tucked away and mixed and blended and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to ask you too. Did you ever listen to like George Clinton in Parliament and like the Funkadelics? Because
it's got that feel.
It's got that feel. Like,
yeah.
Were you went
and
to Parliament?
I've seen him live a couple times too back in the 90s.
Oh, shit!
Well, see, that explains it.
Yeah, love that shit. And it's word to gangster rap. You know, if it weren't for gangster rap, I would have never got. I mean, I probably would have got into it eventually, but like I wouldn't have got into it so heavy the way that I did until Dr. Dre. And then when the Snoop Dogg, you know, it was really when Dr. Dre and Dre Day pulled out that Funkadelic, I was like, Funkadelic.
Yeah.
You know, because I knew right away he's sampling that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever he's got, I want to hear whatever, and it started digging in to Parliament right then and there, and it was from that going to like later on, like the Doors and other synthesizer, you know, type music or whatever. But yeah, it was really gangster rap that got me into, you know, searching funk and soul, you know, and even jazz and shit like that, you know, even though I was already in that jazz era type New Jack Swing, you know, but I really started digging into it during that time because of Dr. Dre wearing a fucking t-shirt on a music video and me being an impressionable youth, you know, living in the hood. Like,
that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
I'll have what he's having.
Dang.
You know, over here listening to In Too Deep and Paperboy and Sir Mix-a-Lot and shit.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dre comes in with this good shit, this gourmet
nasty.
It just really changed the whole neighborhood. Changed. I lived in the hood at that time. I watched the hood go from like these neon cross colors type to like just these Raiders jackets, black colors, and like everything just
the power of influencers.
You
know
Yep. And it was that Dr. Dre record dropping that did it, you know, because it was the late fall, you know, early winter time, you know, right before the turn of the year. Subsequently followed up by that Doggy Style record the next year.
Love that record.
Tone, you got anything?
Tune.
Yeah, so I actually didn't make notes for that song, so I'm gonna. I have a quick question.
Improvise.
I'm improvising. Being that we don't get a lot of vocalists on the show, or at least we haven't had a lot of vocalists, so I like to ask vocal specific questions because you're saying things. From So High. When I smoke, it's like a ritual, often enough to be considered habitual. I love that. But I want to ask about that ritual of like smoking weed and music, because it was something that was a big part of my life for a long time. I'm sure it's most musicians.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, I assume you still do.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like, I could go with or without, but there just comes a time in production and creating, really, you know, a lot of times when you're writing lyrics, especially when you're just really digging into doing the song, regardless on whether it's just the production, putting something together, the ideas, I just find it more of a creative rabbit hole that you go down and just focus the concentration on that just the same way, you know, because you know, cannabis focuses your energy. So, you know, people use it before working out and stuff like that too, as hard as it is to believe for some people. But yeah, it's not just a couch potato drug, you know what I mean? It's not a drug, it's a plant, you know what I mean? It has different types for different things that do different things. And really, one of the things that I still favor about cannabis are the creative strains. Like right now I'm on some Chemdog Durban poison or Durban cookies or whatever, you know what I mean? Two creative type that spark that, you know, type of motivation or whatever.
I love the names that they give them.
The best.
Yeah. And it breaks the monotony down from sitting there and grinding away, because, you know, my back still hurts, you know, standing up for many hours at a time, you know, especially, you know, when we're doing the live streams of sitting there for 6 hours of standing, it's just like it becomes a thing, and you got to do things to help yourself with it. But
they have some called like sugar pie, honey pie, or something.
yeah. And I can't stand. I don't drink alcohol. I don't like pills or whatever. Even though I have like going on with those. Still, it's one of those things to where no matter how many times it has dropped off the hemisphere of my creativity, it's something that still remains, but more as I'm, more of advanced and developed species, pun intended, going through this creative process and being at my age, I've brought it back into the fold. And it's not that I really brought it back. It's just, it's developed to a different point now and different uses. It's like a utility of fact, and it keeps me out of the shit house. So I'm not pissed off about things. I'm not unfocused energy. And whether or not I'm better, is irrelevant.
It's a moot point.
Yeah. It does have a lot. It does have a lot more positives than negatives.
And it's use your discretion. It's not even.
Yeah.
And I take one hit at a time out of a bowl. And even that, I have problems with my lungs and congestion and stuff like that. So I watch how much smoke I ingest, but I can't vape anymore because of long COVID, and the edibles are too expensive and do different things that don't help me creatively. They helped my physical body when I was, dealing with the herniated discs, but I'm good to go now. I'm ready to go on stage and, go on tour. I don't need stuff like that, and going through it when I hit the stage. I'm not going to smoke while I'm out there. I do not smoke, doing that. I did at a time, smoke cigarettes and performed. I was like, oh, I could do it, and then never quit before.
That's a young man's game.
Right. And I don't smoke cigarettes or vape anymore, so at least I have that going for me. But I don't ingest cannabis while I'm doing the stage thing or whatever. But while I'm at home and I'm making beats and I'm mixing and mastering and all that other stuff, have that.
We have time for a bonus track.
Oh, let's go.
Let's do it.
So I think everybody knows which one it's going to be. So here we go.
For this one.
If you don't know, you're about to know.
Yeah, you're about to.
Hang on.
I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm just 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 resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids.
Show has gone I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, watching my eyelids. I'm just 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 watching my eyelids. Eyelids, 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 eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. I'm just resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids. Show has gone to shit. resting my eyelids to make sure that they're eyelids.
It's just nuts.
I want to know what this is.
Forever.
That was just some bullshit I was doing.
weird ass shit.
I mean, you gotta take in mind, Tom. We were up for almost 48 hours.
At
Jesus.
least.
At least.
I've watched this over and over and over, and till this day, I'm still finding new things that I've never seen. There was two in particular. There was one where the monkey had a piece of shit on its little pinky. It was trying to balance it. And then the other one was a monkey that had a banana in its nose, bent over and farted.
That's
and
the
the
one.
other
I didn't see that one. I was like, what?
And I didn't see the one where he threw the shit and all the monkeys took turns watching it go overhead.
I missed that.
It was the Eiffel Tower of shit.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed that. That to me will probably be my most favorite.
Oh my God. And it was
Viral.
such a
done.
right.
it was well done.
And the way you mixed and mastered it, man. Like
and it's so infectious because I
sampling.
guarantee you for the next week we are going to be singing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just resting my eyelids.
Yeah, you know,
the
I
funny
wrote
part-
about myself
Over and over.
in the live stream from earlier. I was like, resting my eyelids.
You see?
And the funny part is, I had
Catch
no
yourself.
idea I had said some shit like that. I think
I caught
You
you. I
told-
was like,
Yeah.
Lamar, open your eyes.
no, but somebody told me about what I was saying. I was like, I said what? And I think when I
I think it
was
was
probably viral.
viral.
Yeah, we had no
I
idea.
said
Talking about
what?
resting my eyelids.
Eyelids.
Yeah.
I said some stupid shit.
Like that. Shit, man. I swear to
Look,
God.
everybody was on pots of coffee.
Oh my God.
Energy drinks,
Man.
candy, and donuts to
everything
just,
to keep us up.
yeah. I don't think any of us shit for like the next 3 days
Yeah, it was wild.
because of all the shit
We
that
locked it up.
We
Yeah,
were. Yeah.
Fuck me,
Yeah.
man. But look, Viral, I know it's the end of our hour, and I got to say, whatever you do in life,
Mhm.
keep doing you, man, because
I agree.
you've obviously found who you are as an artist, and you create some very beautiful things, outrageous, memorable moments, and it would be a shame for the world not to hear what you do in the future.
Yeah, and I want to add that for someone to come out of strictly hip hop and transition into the synth world with the ease like you did, that to me is just like shows your talent can go beyond of what you think you can do. So, like my brother said, you just got to keep pushing. Like it's the vibe is there.
Yeah, it's like Tone said, the mixing and mastering, especially in this last piece that we heard, where you can tell it was viral, and then he managed to take a jazzy sprinkles,
right,
and marry
which
them
is very complicated.
Yeah,
like we're
very
talking jazz here,
Yeah,
the whole thing.
and marry it so well,
right?
Yeah.
The big moment that I love about that track and what JRC did was the fact that sprinkling it through the piece is one thing, but having that showcase right in that third act,
right,
just have it just all him, and I didn't put any effects to it,
right.
I just did what I did, sonically, and just let it breathe. And it's just that whole piece, he just went to town on it, and I'm like, damn, I forgot that I even played the mini freak behind it. I heard the mini freak in the end.
Yeah, it takes a lot
I really
of talent.
appreciate you guys. I really do, and it's it's relationships like these that have kept me not only on this platform but like motivated musically. And regardless on what I end up doing here on this platform, my time away from it is all going to be spent doing music. So like coming back to it is not going to be a thing. When people be like, "Oh, what the fuck you been doing?" I'd be like, "You see," you know what I mean? Because I'm still going to be releasing music videos and other shit like that. I'm just going to be utilizing the platform a lot differently as an artist, versus a production company. You know what I mean?
Right.
I try to give it a go and do what I did, and you
always got to reinvent yourself.
Yeah,
that's the most important part.
Yeah.
I needed to learn synthesis. I needed to do that deep dive because I always loved the synthesizers, but I just didn't have the knowledge that just being on YouTube, having the flagship, and doing everything that we have been doing on here has taught me. And now that I got the Pro Synth Network T-shirt, I'm a pro. So like, I'm good to go. Yeah.
Right.
But
It's
I
official.
really appreciate these moments. I really appreciate you guys and people like Robbie and Kent doing the jam over here on this channel, and just all this stuff. It's just these are the moments that music connects us to, and there will be no short of that on this end. So whatever I do end up doing, it's going to be musically spread around. So these moments will continue to happen with everybody involved. So like, I really appreciate you guys doing the third ear, and the timing is great because like I just got done finishing the remaster, taking a long break from live streaming, however long it's going to be, I have no idea. And this is kind of a good final say, if you will, into it. And it's good to have a third ear, so to speak, pun intended, on the on having the last word here, instead of me saying the last word. It's I really appreciate you guys taking the time and reaching out to me, and at the time that you guys did, because it's the perfect time to listen to it and be like, yo, check it out, I got some more to make, and I'll see you guys later.
That's awesome. Well, this has been amazing, been fun.
Any last words, Tone, that you want to say?
I just want to piggyback on the community thing. I feel like I say it to a lot of our guests. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate what everyone does for everyone else around here. And you've been a big part of that for a while. I remember the first time I saw you, before I knew who you were, before I was even involved with Symptoms of Reality or anything like that. I remember seeing your name in a chat, probably a Ben Jordan chat. And I was like, and the name stuck out.
Yeah.
And then I saw you in a Symptoms of Reality chat, and I found your channel. I was like, oh, let me check out what this guy's all about. And I think the first thing I watched was a mastering tutorial. And I was like, oh shit, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Right.
So
appreciate you.
good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, that draws us to the end. And, got to give a shout out to Viral Music. Got to give a shout out to all them monkeys out there throwing shit with their eyelids.
Especially the one watching their eyelids.
Eiffel Towers and shit.
Jeez.
Got to give a shout out to the
Speak, man.
Something.
something. I don't fucking
God bless this dude over here.
I had a
What
name.
happened?
I had a name, but all I could see was the picture of the individual, and it's a fat dude on the synthesizer. And
Buddha Brown. Buddha Brown. How can you forget Buddha Brown?
I don't know. I
Brown,
just see the red shirt and the fucking greasy ass synthesizer with bacon and burgers and shit all over it.
Yeah,
Poor
there you
Buddha
go.
Brown.
Shout out to Buddha Brown. Shout out to everybody who supports Monkey Island. You guys all know who you are. We'll be going back into
A 24-hour live stream.
Bullshit.
absolutely not.
Bullshit, Linda.
I'll come back for
Bullshit.
that.
Absolutely not. But there will
Like,
be
wait, I
some.
know we're taking a break, but they're doing a 24-hour live.
We gotta go watch.
But there will be some short podcasts coming up. We also are going to have another series coming up soon. We'll let everybody know what that is as soon as we can grasp it. But thanks everyone for coming out, man. It's been a blast. Third Ear has really been a favorite series of mine.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I look
dope
I look
series.
forward
Keep this
to it.
going for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget to get to the affiliate Tone State or Tone Smith upstate downstate.
Don't
Yeah.
don't stay too.
No, Tone State, might as well.
The Tone version.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Lamar, you forgot something else.
Let me see here. Hype the
There you
goddamn
go.
channel.
Swiping height.
You sat here for an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, you sat here
swiping
for an
it,
hour
yeah.
and watched this, but you know what? You
Like a hype
push
man.
the fucking hype
It's
button.
the easy.
It's right here.
It's an easy button
Where's
to
it?
push.
Easy.
It's right here.
Yeah.
No, it's
Also,
right here.
also merch is coming. If you guys are serious about getting the merch, I think we'll have it posted on Discord. We'll probably post some prints in Discord.
Definitely by February, the beginning of February.
Yeah. So if you
Yep.
if anybody wants to purchase some monkey business,
We got a lot of cool
you know where it
artwork.
is. We got some cool
Cool
ass
art-
artwork,
yeah.
especially the origami boat.
Yeah.
Wait till you
Oh,
wait till you see
shit.
it.
Oh,
Shit.
Already right now, that's the first shirt I got to purchase.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's dope.
Definitely. There's
Yeah.
a monkey with an afro too. So.
All
Right. Yeah. But thanks everybody for coming, and we'll see you on the
Thanks,
next Third
Viral.
Ear.
Thanks for
Really
taking
appreciate
bars.
it.
Love, bye, peace.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.